What's poppin', you guys? Welcome back to Joty Kay Uncut. I know I've been MIA for a couple of weeks, but after the trip I just had, I needed a second to process everything before I sat down in front of this microphone. Because if I recorded this episode while I was there, it would have sounded completely different. I was in Toronto, if you guys were following me. This trip reminded me why I love people and why I also keep my distance from them. Okay, so let's start with the internet does not give a shit about facts. So this fucking lafafa, fudujod, banjod, sorry, I'm going to say some cuss words, decided to made up a story about me. So I was in Toronto. I went to go with my friends and cousins to Pride. First day of Pride was magnificent. We had a great time. I had so much fun. We went to brunch. Everything was great. But the next day, we went to a day club. Drinks were pouring. Everyone was having a great time. I was like, you know what? I'd done my dues. I did Pride for a day and a half, and I want to go do some straight shit. I think I am allowed that. All the girls were drunk already. Everybody was having a good time. So I just was like, hey, you know what? Love you guys, but I'm going to do some straight shit. There's a guy there that's inviting me out. I'd like to, I want to go there. And they were like, okay, let's just do one more dance. And then you go do your straight shit. I was like, okay, fair enough, right? And I call my Uber, and then some shit goes down. Like there's like a little tussle and a little fight and a little argument that happens. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like a piece of fucking shit if I just bounce now. So I canceled my Uber. I was like, fuck, I can't just be a horrible friend while everybody's like arguing and going through this right now, right? And I thought people at Pride were supposed to be happy people, but I'm not talking about my party. I'm talking about the other party. I guess not. I guess some people are just miserable regardless of what sexual orientation they have, right? They're just born miserable. And these girls were trying to start an argument with my girls, and my girls were just trying to have a good time. Anyways, things get rough, whatever. Everybody's in like a little argument, whatever. I just had a feeling when this was going down, I was like, this is going to get out somehow. This is going to get out. It's in the fucking daylight. Everyone's arguing outside. Somebody's going to fucking see me. I had a fucking feeling. And, whatever. Shit went down. I don't think it's anybody's business what went down, because the only thing anybody cares about is the lie that came after it. So after the fact, we're all sorting out whatever happened. I missed my straight event, which I was so sad about. It was like some exclusive party where I was going to see all like A-lister people. But because I'm a people pleaser and I care about others, I didn't go. But before I get into the lie, that's my problem, right? Like, I think about what if I would have just been like, hey, no, I don't want to go to the dance floor. I just want to go to my straight event. What would they have done? Got mad at me? Maybe for like a couple minutes, and then they would have forgot about it, right? But me, because I'm such a fucking people pleaser sometimes, only people pleaser when it comes to like family and friends, that I was like, let me just give you, a few more minutes of my time. I feel like I wouldn't have even have been a part of this if I would have just been a little more selfish, I wouldn't have even been in this situation. But anyways, it's all good. I guess, it is what it is. So hours later, my phone starts blowing up and people are like, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, I'm okay. What's going on? They're like, Katapa just posted something about you. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Like, what the fuck? He posts breaking news. Joty Kay got beat up by her ex-boyfriend, husband, whatever. And she has injuries, and the story is developing. First things first, why would you report? You're not even a fucking report page. You're not even a news anchor, you dumb fuck. You're just a fucking loser on the internet. Why would you even glorify domestic violence if that were true, right? Number two, who the fuck is giving him this fake ass information? Number three, that is not even what happened. This was a Pride event, and people were fighting at a Pride event. Why do you have a a source at Pride. Are you gay? Like, what? And just like, and then on top of that, like, why are you bringing my ex into it? I haven't been with him for about 4 months now. We don't associate each other. We don't talk with each other. Like, he's already had his fair share of drama because I blasted him and Katapas fucking went after him a year ago. Like, leave the fucking guy alone. Give him a break. You know what I mean? So I'm like so irritated. I have a friend who calls me crying because she thinks that I got jumped and she feels bad she didn't come with me. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I had to FaceTime people and show them that I was okay. I had to send pictures of myself and show them that I'm okay because of this false lie. And I've been lied about a lot before. Like, people lie about having sex with me. People lie about me sleeping around, all this fucking bullshit. And that never really phases me. But the reason this really upset me is because it really affected people that care about me. It really hurt them. Like, even my cousins around me, like, they started feeling bad. And I was like, oh, don't even worry about it. And I end up calling my ex-boyfriend. I'm a little drunk. And Lord and behold, the phone goes through, okay? Which I'm really surprised about because this guy had me blocked. Okay, so I guess I'm blocked on WhatsApp, but I wasn't blocked on regular call, or maybe he forgot to block me on regular call. No fucking idea. He answers. I was like, whoa, what? He answers and he's like, hello? And he sounded drunk. And I was like, ugh. I was like, did you like say something about me? Did you spread this rumor about me? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, so-and-so, like, Kutapa said this about me. And I just want to know, like, did you say something or did you post something? He's like, bro, I would never say that about you. And honestly, like, regardless of all the shit that me and my ex have gone through, like all the fucking bullshit that he's done to me, one thing is for sure, he would never go beat me up at a club or get me jumped, okay? That's not part of his character. I mean, part of his character may be cheating and unfaithfulness, but it's not violence when it comes to, that kind of shit, right? And I just hang up on him. Because I got my information. I have nothing else to say. And then he goes ahead and sends me like a really nice message saying like, hey, Joty, like, don't let this get to you. This guy is trying to get under your skin. And he knows me, right? He's known me for 3 years. He's like, Joty, he's trying to get a reaction out of you. And like, he was right. And he's like, we've gone down this path before. Like, don't be upset. And I text him and I was like, I'm going to fuck him up. And he's like, no, don't do that. Whatever. It was a kind message. I didn't respond. And then I go out with my cousins. After that, we like go eat. We go get some drinks and we pretend like nothing happened. We post a picture on our story. We we just move on with our life. We're like, okay, this is going to blow over. Okay. Have a great night. Listen to fucking Babu Man. We're listening to, what is it? That fucking Goliath. Like, we were like really like making the fun out of the situation because it honestly wasn't that serious, right? We wake up in the morning, the cousin's freaking dad calls and says, what the fuck is going on? Turns out Katapa decides to use the picture that I reposted, that my cousin posted, I reposted it, of all of us in a picture. So not only is he making a fabricated story, now he's involving family. Like, there's literally an 18-year-old, a 20-year-old, and like a 28-year-old in the fucking picture. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And he's saying that, oh, they were involved in the brawl of where I was getting jumped. And now it's gotten back to the family. It's gone back to everybody. And now I'm fucking heated because, like, it's different when you are involving me. Like, not only has he involved my ex in the past, now you're involving my family friends who have nothing to do with your and my beef. And second of all, I haven't even spoken to you, bro. Like, the last time he's posted about me, he posted that me and my ex broke up and he predicted it. Ooh, whoop-de-doo, bro. I'm sorry that I don't want to stay with somebody who fucking cheated on me. I think I did a great thing by leaving, right? But guys just love failure. Like, when a woman fails, right? Even if it's not even your fault. Like this is why women stay, because they know that they're going to get blamed regardless of if it was the man's fault or not. That's the last time I've heard of this fucking piece of shit loser. then now you find a fabricated story because you're mad that I'm in your city making money. So I'm fucking pissed. I call this guy, blowing him up, leaving him voicemails. What does he do? He posts the voicemail because he's a pussy ass bitch. He doesn't have any balls. And I just take a deep breath and I'm like, this is just all happening before. Like, one of the girls, not my immediate like cousin who I'm staying with, but the other one, their dad is like, this is all Joty's fault. You can't hang out with Joty anymore. And I'm like, it was just far too familiar to me. Like, growing up, like, far too familiar to me. I was just a fucking bystander and I just happened to be popular. And everybody just got caught in that mess. But it wasn't my fight. Like, I mean, the initial fight wasn't my fight. And it just really ruffled my feathers because it took me back to like my trauma growing up. Like, I would hang out with family friends that would introduce me to drinking, to smoking weed, like all the bad things, partying and all that. And then their parents would turn and blame me when it was their fucking daughter. And I'd be like, your fucking daughter's the problem here. But just because, I don't know why, but like, maybe just because I'm on social media, maybe because my dad was an alcoholic, it was just easy to blame Joty. Growing up, the fucking bitch, the girl that I used to be friends with, like, I don't know if you guys ever heard my story, but before I could make friends, this girl had ruined my reputation because she couldn't stand the fact that people liked me better than her. This was like one of my first Punjabi friends back in the day. I don't know if you've heard of one of my podcasts, but she couldn't take the fact that people liked me more than her. So all the shit that she was talking about everybody to me, she went and told those people that I was talking shit about them. And I didn't even know them like that. So because she was the first one to go tell the story, Joty's the shit talker. Joty's the fucking problem. Just because fucking Lafafa, this fuduchod, panchod is over there breaking news, the story about Joty Kay. His whole fucking page is just Joty Kay. Joty Kay is like a fan page, by the way. Because he decided to break this story. By default, Joty Kay's at fault, right? And it just upset me because it's like everybody wants to hang out with a shiny object. Everybody wants to hang out with the famous girl. Everybody wants to post with the famous girl until shit goes sour. Now we're all going to play victim, right? Now it's like, wah, wah, wah. Why are people talking about me? Wah, wah, wah. Why is my picture posted? Wah, wah, wah. And I'm not saying everybody did that. I'm just saying, like, just in the moment, like how I felt. And it really turned me the fuck off. So I kind of needed a little break. I was just like, I need to just get away. And the fact that the internet has become allergic to facts, people just don't investigate anymore. They just react like, oh my God, Joty Kay, like, first of all, motherfucker, if I could blast my ex for cheating on me, you think I would let my boyfriend get away with beating me, jumping me, getting me jumped? And also, I'm such a gangster. You really think that I would not fight back? You think that I would be scared to say, yeah, I got in a fight? You don't think I would like proudly post like myself? You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know. Like, I just, people are just retarded. Like, I'm sorry for even using that word, but like, they're just so dumb that you've seen me online. You see how I stand 10 toes down. You really think that I would just be quiet and let somebody beat my ass? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm literally posting pictures with like the way I try to go about this. I was like, let me just post pictures of me normally. These fucking pea-brain losers are like, where's your bruises? Bitch, what bruises? I don't have any bruises. And then that fucking loser Katapa goes and like posts like some shadows on my body and says, there's bruises. There was no fucking bruises on me, dude. Sorry, my nose is running. Like, I just couldn't believe that people are that dumb. I did like a food review with somebody and somebody comments him and he's like, yo, tell her to take her glasses off. Does she have a black eye? No, I fucking don't. Like, people are just so dumb. Nobody does their research. And it just really showed me why I stay away from brown people. Like, even though I've created this platform for brown people, and I do it from the comfort of my home, from my past experiences. But these new experiences that are like similar to my past experiences are really giving me PTSD. And like, I wanted to just pull up on homie old school style and fucking let him have it. But again, I'm an American citizen and a lot of my work is in Canada. And he seems like a snitch ass, bitch ass motherfucker. I didn't want him to call the cops on me. But also, I did talk to a few people, and I just want to say that men are not men anymore. I remember back in the day when you would tell people to go handle some shit, they would be down to handle some shit. Now everybody wants something out of it, or everybody's like scared, and it's like we're letting all these fucking rats just run around and talk all the shit that they want, but nobody has the balls to say anything because, oh, Joty Kay can handle her own. Like, I remember back in the day when men were men, bro. If my dad was still alive, there is no fucking way. There's no fucking way. But anyways, without, putting a lawsuit on myself, I decided, and then there's also like, so the only Randa guy, only Rands, if you guys want to follow, like if you want to see who he is, he's this ugly, fat, fuck, loser, misogynist, fucking piece of shit guy on the internet. All he does is make reaction videos because his podcast failed. And he obviously can't model because he's fucking ugly. So all he does is reaction videos and puts women down all day long. So he comments under that post and he goes, God is great. So you mean to tell me that not only are you glorifying domestic violence under somebody's post, you are happy that a woman is getting beat up by her ex-boyfriend? So that just shows me what kind of man you are. You're probably a woman beater. So women beater, like women beaters supporting women beaters. And I just really got so disgusted. And I can't believe our community gives platforms to these kind of misogynistic people. Like if I were to celebrate somebody getting beat up or something as a woman, could you imagine how that would go and how that would go ahead and backfire on me? It's pretty insane. But there's a plot. This is a plot twist. So so minus all this happening, right? Ironically, that fake rumor actually led to one of the healthiest conversations I've had with my ex. I don't think you saw that coming, right? And we ended up talking. So he called me and he was like, how are you doing? Is everything okay? Yada, yada, yada. And I was like, yeah, I'm good, whatever. And he just said, like, you look so happy. And I'm like, how do you know I look happy? He's like, oh, I've been watching your Snapchats. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you do stalk me. He's like, yeah. He's like, just because, it ended the way it did. And, I still care about you. You don't just stop caring about something. And that's valid. That's valid. I just don't, when I don't like somebody anymore, I don't check for them. But I guess he's the one who fucked me over. I didn't fuck him over. So I kind of got closure out of all of this, right? Like last we talked, we didn't talk. He blocked me and I found out he was cheating on me, right? For like the 100th time. And I never contacted him again because I was over it. But I still had some unresolved feelings, like the whys and the why agains. And he basically just told me that he regretted it. And, he still kind of tried to deny things here and there, but that's just out of his personality. But I got like the closure that I really needed. Like I already had the closure, but just hearing the regret and hearing I guess, like everything that I wondered if he cared or if he felt bad or all that stuff, like he just brought it to light. And it didn't seem like it was something that he was just telling me that just telling me that because he telling me that because he knew that's what I wanted to hear. I could tell that it was genuine. Like he was just really telling me, like it was like the shame spiel he told me last time he cheated, but this time I think he really realized that I wasn't coming back. And he told me the same thing too. He's like, I would give it all up if you would come back, but I know you're not going to come back. And I said, no, I'm not. But this is something that I needed to hear and I really appreciate it. And he was really kind about it. And we kind of cleared the air and I just stopped hating him. Like, I feel like I was holding so much hate inside me for him. Like, I just, like, not that I wanted bad things to happen to him or anything like that, but like, I was just like, one day he's going to regret it. Like, fuck him. Fuck that. Like, I was just such an angry person towards him. And I let it go. And it felt great. Like, it just felt like now I can like happily just move on without hating him, you know? And we had bought this sign that says Joty Kay together. And he was like, you know, you don't have to see me or anything. Like, I know you started streaming and podcasting. I really want to give you that sign. He's like, I'll just leave it somewhere and you can get it. And like a part of me did want to see him just to see him, but I knew it was for the better not to, you know? So he was just kind enough to leave the sign somewhere and I got it. And that was that. Like he sent me a nice message and I had like no feelings, like no, I want you back feelings, no, like I hate you feelings. It was just cordial. And I kind of felt bad for him because I feel like he's going to do the same thing he did with me to somebody else. But that's not my problem anymore. I feel like I still have love for him. And I think you can love somebody and still know that they're not the person you can build your future with. And it wasn't that he was incapable of making me feel loved. He was just incapable of making me feel secure for the long haul. And that's very important to me. And faithfulness is very important to me. And I just think it's important to know that you can love somebody and it doesn't mean they're meant for you. And it's not coming from anger anymore. It's coming from acceptance. And I think that's a really, really big shift. So I can fucking thank Katapa for that, I guess, for the lie that he made up. You know what I mean? Like, chemistry can make you stay, but peace is what makes you build a life with somebody, right? And I'm finally there, and I finally realized that. And I never had peace with that person, but it's nice to know that the love was there. It's just shit wasn't gonna work. Now to their favorite part. So dating is actually fucking terrifying. So that's my ex-boyfriend. About my ex-boyfriend. You know, we close that chapter. We don't hate him anymore. Yay me. So I get to Toronto before all this mess and all this ex-boyfriend stuff, and I booked the wrong airport. I booked Billy Bishop, which is Toronto, rather than Mississauga. I must have booked it when I was half asleep. And if you know me, if my friends know me, I am known for booking the wrong dates, wrong flights, wrong everything, because that's just how I roll, and that's just how my life is, and that's just who I am. So I get to Billy Bishop and I'm like, this doesn't look like Mississauga. And mind you, I'm sleeping half the time because my flight was super early in the morning. And it was such a beautiful day in Toronto that the Uber to my cousin's house was $100. And I was able to find a deal for a hotel for $100. And it was like World Cup Day, Croatia versus Canada, happening at BMO Stadium. I was feeling the vibes. And I was just like, I'd rather pay $100 to get a fucking hotel. And that's unheard of, but I traveled so much that I get a lot of hotel deals. And I stayed downtown. I went to the World Cup. I watched games. I went to bars. It was so much fun. And then this guy that like always like kind of like has been texting me for a long, long time is like, hey, if you need some company while you're downtown, let me know. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm downtown. This is before I'm going to go see my friends and my cousins. Why don't I go on this date? First, it already kind of started weird because he was like, I don't want to hide. Like, he just sounded really insecure. Like, I don't want to hijack your plans. Like, if you want to do something else. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. I already told you that, yes, we're going to hang out. Just put your big boy pants up and fucking show up, right? Like, and then I got mad and I said that too. I think I was drinking a little bit. I was just like, listen, dude, I don't need a lecture. Are you coming or not? So he's like, okay, I'm going to come. He comes and he has a really, really nice vehicle. I don't want to say what kind of vehicle because I don't want to give him away. And I get into the vehicle. It's beautiful. And the first thing this motherfucker says, you guys, I cannot make this up. He goes, I know you're like an influencer and stuff, but can you just not take a selfie in my car? Like, I know that like influencers love to take selfies in blank car because of like, the way it looks inside. But my ex-wife, she's going to recognize the car. first things first, I thought like his divorce was final. Number two, you think I've never been in a nice vehicle before, bitch? Like, I live in Los Angeles. My bros have fucking nice cars, you know? Like Lambos, Rolls Royce, you name it. Like, I dated somebody that was wealthy, filthy rich. Like, are you kidding me right now? And you think I'm just gonna bust my phone out and take a selfie? I just knew it was fucking downhill after that. And then we get out of the car and this guy is like Gucci'd out from head to toe. And I fucking hate that. I hate when guys rely on brands to make them look stylish. Like, I think a guy that actually has it how they do, you wear a simple shirt, maybe some palazzo pants, you know, like some linen pants, maybe a nice pair of shoes, not too expensive, but like some nice loafers, your expensive watch, which he was wearing an expensive watch. And that's it. I feel like not too loud, nice. Let your car and your watch speak for itself. Boom, that's it. Like Gucci belt, Gucci shirt, Gucci this, like that shit's just so tacky to me. But I'm here. We're good. We're doing it for the plot. We get inside. Homie goes, "Do you want to eat oysters?" And I'm just like, oh God. Like, I already have a feeling why he wants me to eat oysters, but I like oysters. I'm from LA. And he goes, do you know oysters is an aphrodisiac? You guys, this is a grown-ass fucking man, okay? Grown-ass man! Like, what? Like, oh, and I'm just like, yes, I know that, but I'm from LA and I just like oysters. Now I sigh. And then we just start talking and he starts trauma dumping on me. Lets me know that his ex is in his relationship now and yada, yada, yada. This is what happened. This was her background. And now as he's telling me what happened with her, he's comparing me, saying that I remind him of his ex. Oh, Lord and behold, that is just great. And that he wasn't able to save his ex, but he would like to save me because I have what she didn't have. And I'm just like, oh my God. And the drinks are flowing. So then I trauma dump back. I let him know, my ex wasn't completely a bad guy. This is, look at our pictures. We were happy because I haven't deleted them yet. Not because I want him back, but just I am lazy and I haven't had the time. And he's just like, yeah, you're right. I was wondering why you would end up with somebody like that. And then I got kind of offended because I can talk shit about my ex, but you can't talk shit about my ex. Like some weird, like I can do it. You can't. It's like when somebody talks shit about your brother, it's like, you can't talk shit about my brother. I can talk shit about my brother. Anyway, so I'm just kind of like, this is fucking whack. So anyways, they're about to close. We eat, whatever. He was kind, he like, oh no, I forgot to say this part. This one is the best. This is the best. This guy goes, I can't make this up, y'all. Out of the blue, he goes, don't think I'm rich or something, okay? Like, I know you see the car, I know you see the watch, I know you see my clothes, but I'm actually not rich. And I'm just like, who the fuck says that? First of all. And number two, I'm like, oh, what, is your ex taking everything in the divorce? He's like, well, kind of. We still have some litigations or something like that. Firstly, I thought the divorce was final. If it wasn't, I would have never went on this date because I already know how this kind of shit ends up. Ex-wives find out. They're not really in a divorce. They're just taking a break. I don't want to be a part of any of that shit. I'm a girl's girl. Hand on my heart, I was already feeling awkward that I was there. Then I find out he has a daughter. Never mentioned the daughter in the fucking 4 or 5 months we talked. Never mentioned the daughter. And also we never like talked. It was always just like really acquaintance-like. Sometimes he would like try to talk business with me because he knew that I wouldn't bite the bullet of being flirty and shit like that, And I was like, oh, we have a daughter. My ex doesn't let me see the daughter. Of course she doesn't. Anyways, so then he's about to drop me back. And he goes, I still feel like drinking. I haven't drank all week. Do you have a mini bar in your room? I can't make this up, y'all. He asked me if I had a mini bar in my room. I was like, listen, man, I want to go to bed. Goodbye. Peace. Please let me know when you make it home. Because he had been drinking, right? Like, I may not be interested in you, but we don't want you to hurt yourself. So he texts me, says he Made it home. He said, sorry if I was too lit. No worries, bro. In my head, I'm like, I'm never talking to you again. Then 2 days later, he realized I'm not talking to him and he messages me. He's like, what are you up to tonight? I don't respond. He goes, do you want to come to my broken home and trauma bond together? Are you fucking kidding me? Broken home and trauma bond together? Like, what is your wife not home today? I just was so turned off by that because no, I don't want a trauma bond, bro. I'm living a happy life. I'm doing great. You want a trauma bond. You think I'm your ex-wife and you're trying to save me. So sorry, my nose is like, so I don't respond to that. The next day, I get an essay, okay? And he goes, I'm gonna spark notes this. I realize that you're an avoidant. You have a hero syndrome. You want to save everybody else, but you avoid your own problems. Like he's diagnosing me, okay? And I may have hero syndrome. Maybe I do. But I will tell you one thing. I am not an avoidant. My ex-boyfriend was a avoidant, not me. I'm just avoiding you, my guy, because I'm trying to be nice and let you down easy. And he sends me like this essay and says that I'm not interested in being with an avoidant because my ex was an avoidant. Who said I was interested in you, dog? Like, I haven't texted you in 3 fucking days. And I kind of feel like he was just trying to make himself feel better. And I was not ghosting him, but I was not responding to let him know, like, yo, this is not going anywhere. So then I respond back and saying, listen, I just want to have normal conversations. I don't want to be diagnosed. If I want to I want to be diagnosed, I will go to a therapist. I'm not interested in trauma bonding, but if you want to have normal conversations, let me know. He rebuttals back with, we don't have a trauma bond. In order to have a trauma bond, there has to be one built. So he chat GBT's trauma bond. And maybe he's right. Yes, it does have to be built. But trauma dumping, either or, trauma dump, trauma bond, I don't want none of it. I want none of the fucking trauma. I'm past it. We're done. I'm over it. And I don't respond because I was like, you know what? I don't want to go off on this guy. He can create whatever narrative he wants, which shows a lot of growth in who I am because usually I would tell somebody off. And then I think he panics and he goes, you know, you're right. I don't think it's healthy to trauma bond on each other. I wish you the best. La, 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 la. I'll always be here for you. I'm sorry if I came off too strong. Done. And I'm just like, please, just stop. Just stop. And then when the whole rumor comes out about me getting beat up, of course, he cares about me, right? So he messages me and he says, is everything okay? Dating is scary, dude. Dating is scary. I didn't block him because I don't think he's like somebody that's gonna harm me or anything, but it's just really turned me the hell off. Also, loyalty just doesn't exist anymore. My ex's friends, when I was downtown, like when after the whole time, this whole date situation happening, they're like trying to hang out with me. They're like Snapchatting me, be like, yo, homie, come through. And I'm just kind of like, should I snitch? You know, like at this point, but I don't want to make drama, but I'm just like, damn, like guys really don't have any loyalty towards anybody anymore. Like everybody wants proximity to successful people, you know, until success becomes inconvenient, or like, and also like everybody wants to be around a successful person, even if it comes with the expense of a friendship, you know, like you really want to go there. Like you want me to hang out with you. And then what if my ex finds out, like you don't really want to have that relationship with them? It's really crazy, man. I don't even know what to say. Another part of the drama. So I did a stream, which I was really excited about, a tattoo stream with a local artist. And Incology, really cool guy. He reached out to me in DMs and was like, yo, I know you from your hometown. I would love to work with you. And I'm trying to do this thing now where it doesn't matter how many followers you have. If I like your work, I think you're funny, I want to work with you. I think this is what we lack as a community. People only want to work with people that have millions and millions of followers. So I was like, yeah, for sure. Let's link up. I link up with him. We do a tattoo stream. It's awesome. He did a lotus flower on my arm. He also touched up my dad's tattoo, my dad's name. It was really kind of him, he took time out of his life to hang out with me and do my tattoo. But obviously with, live streams and stuff, you talk about things. We talked about how he survived cancer, which was really sad. We talked about just anything and anything. One of the topics we talked about was he really feels strongly about the fact that he doesn't think tattoos at wedding receptions is sanitary. And I didn't even know Indian receptions do that. I have gotten a tattoo actually back in the day at Dan Bazilian's house when I was super young. And I also didn't think about if it was unsanitary. I don't even remember any of this. I was young. And he starts telling me that, the person changes the needle but doesn't change the ink. But that doesn't matter because if disease is already transmitted, it's still getting transmitted in the ink. You're still going ink from skin, even though the needle is clean, which is common fucking sense if you think about it, right? And I said, oh shit, that is unsanitary. Who did it? And he tells me the name of the person. Obviously, I'm new to the live stream game. I know this is going to go viral. I clip it and I post it. People start coming after me. You're such a fucking piece of shit. You are trying to ruin somebody's business, la, 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 la. Like, we can't even have normal conversations anymore. People start saying, you're a fucking whore. How can you say this? Yo, you can call me a whore all you want. That has no correlation with there's no correlation with ink and being a whore. It's still unsanitary, my guy. And it just blows up. And nothing against the guy that we're talking about, ink or something like that. I'm not even the one who said it. The artist said it. And the artist has every right to talk about another artist because people do that all the time. Rappers talk about other rappers. Singers talk about other singers. It's your craft and you can talk about what you think is good and what's not. That makes healthy conversation. But our community doesn't fucking like healthy conversation unless it's a guy. If Sangthar or somebody else is talking about beef and why somebody's doing this, why somebody shouldn't do that, it's all good. It's a guy. But a girl talking to a guy about it, now we're fucking haters. We're trying to ruin somebody's life. Bro, that guy's going to make money regardless. And they're like, oh, this guy's just saying this so he can get views. Everybody says everything to get views. But this was a normal conversation. And yes, I clipped this because I knew this was going to go viral and I should know what's coming with it. But it just shows common sense. People are like, how the fuck is that unsanitary? Bruh, Google it, ChatGPT it, Bing it. He could be a great artist. I could have clipped this for views. It all can coexist. It can all fucking coexist. We can have conversation around it. Maybe next time, Inkology will not use the same ink because now he's aware. And yay, maybe nobody has been contaminated, but maybe they will not now. Maybe I've saved somebody. He's still going to make money regardless. I'm not judging his character. We're desi at the end of the day. Sometimes we do desi fucking cum. But these people just want to bring you down. And sometimes it has to do with you're always in some drama. Yeah, because I speak my mind. I'm always in drama because I defend myself. People start shit with me first. I pick topics that I'm serious about. You guys just want lip-syncing bitches. Sorry, not to say bitches. Lip-syncing girls that have no fucking brain, that just smile, take pictures for the camera, and look pretty. But just because I talk about what I want to talk about and defend myself, I become a problem. She's the problem because she talks about things that other women don't talk about. So it kind of pissed me off. It kind of struck from the whole oh, everybody wants to hang out with the shiny prize until shit gets real. Oh, everybody wants to participate when everybody's talking shit about me. But when I am talking shit about, not shit, but I'm having a conversation about somebody else, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? And then I also did something to prove a point. I stood 10 toes down. I'm like, yo, this guy can be a great artist. It can all coexist, but it doesn't make it sanitary. So just the shitty hate comments, even girls coming after me, fucking pick me bitches who already probably hated me. I was just kind of yo, I am so done with Canada right now. Get me the fuck out of here. I was just this is so this is exactly why I stay away from the community. These people are fucking toxic and brainless and cannot have conversations. This is why girls don't last in the media world unless they are politically correct, that you can't challenge anything because people get so fucking offended. It's actually really sad. Really, really sad. I mean, I'm not going to back down. It just kind of turned me off for a little bit, but it's crazy to me. And I just was so turned off. And then I got sick and I was just like, you know what? Not only am I came here to make content, hang out with family. Family shit doesn't work out. Everybody's mad at me because I have a fucking hater. Fucking, like, I do a stream I'm happy about. Everybody's getting upset because I'm having a normal conversation with somebody. I didn't even say anything about the guy. I just said it was unsanitary. I'm in trouble now. Freaking, I have a fucking fake story being spread about me, but Uncle hates me. It was just so dumb. And then also seeing like people that say like, oh, come down, let's hang out. But then when you're down there, they don't even want to hang out with you. And then just being on other people's time. I love Toronto. But Toronto and me need a break. We need a little break. Love y'all. This whole trip honestly reminded me of why I've built the life that I have. Like, I like doing things alone, not because I'm lonely, because I don't have to wonder who's real. I don't have to worry about other people's feelings. I don't have to people please. I don't have to tiptoe around anybody. I fucking talk my shit on the internet and I close my computer and I go hang out with my mom and my brother and people that love me for me. And that's it. I'm really happy with that. And I get to speak my mind and yeah, internet makes noise. But when you're in the gist of it, like when I was in Toronto for 2 weeks, it's really, really unhealthy. And it really takes a toll on you because everybody's all up in everybody's business. Everybody's over there threatening you and all this kind of stuff. Oh, I didn't even mention this one. Oh God. Before I let you go, this one's great. This one's great. So I did the food review with my friend who reached out to me, right? Well, he's not my friend. He's my friend now, but he reached out to me. And like I said, I'm down to work with smaller creators now, right? We do a food review. And one of my boys hits me up and he's like, why are you eating halal meat? Bro, I'm from fucking California, bro. Give me a break. What do you mean, why am I eating halal meat? There's so many places we don't know if we're eating halal meat. Though, in the Guru Granth Sahib, it says you can't eat halal meat. It also says you can't drink. It also says you shouldn't be lustful. It also says you shouldn't be attacking people. It also says all the shit that our Indian community does is all against what Sikhism stands for. But halal meat is what you guys want to be. Like, everyone picks and chooses of like, what the fuck you're supposed to do, right? Obviously, I didn't go out of my way and say, I'm going to disrespect and go eat halal meat. I can't even fucking go try a restaurant and make $2,000 because there's a halal meat police in Canada. I can't make this up. And we post a food review and people start saying, unfollowing. This is halal. This is halal. You know what's also halal? Halal fucking lali. When you go to the fucking strip club and start fucking the strippers and having them suck your dick and go home to your fucking wife and kids. That is also halal, my guy. Like, fucking hell, man. Like, people are so fucking like, bro, why don't you guys go and protest out of rapist houses? There's so many fucking child molester and rapists. There's so many bad people in our community. But you're going to be fucking calling people and harassing them because they're selling fucking halal meat? Like, they have to cater to the masses, bro. There's so many different religions and cultures in Canada. You know what I mean? Like, you have to cater to everybody, especially when you're in customer service and fast food business. You guys are just trying to fucking shut people down for making an honest living, bro. Like, go to the fucking people at the Gurdwara that are not doing an honest living and are bad people. You guys don't say anything to them. You don't say anything to the people that are wearing karas and opening beer bottles up. You're not saying anything to these guys that are fucking shitting little girls. I don't see you guys going that hard for other people. It's just, I really just remember why I sit in my little hole and make podcasts and videos and hang out with my United Nation friends. Because I don't have to deal with this shit. I can eat anything. Anything. Nobody cares. Oh my God. But guess what? Tomorrow I'm heading to Calgary. Also a Canadian city. Canada just loves me and I love Canada too. It's like a toxic relationship I have with Canada. I'm heading to Calgary. It's the Calgary Stampede, cowboy shit, some Indian shit. New opportunities, new people. I'm going with one of my girlfriends. And honestly, I'm excited again. I came home for 48 hours. I'm still a little bit sick. Life is an adventure. I'm happy. I just, it's just kind of like an eye opener to remember why I keep the community at a distance sometimes. It's all fun and games until it's not. It's not, right? And not everybody can handle the life that I live, and not everybody can handle all the shit that I can handle. And that's why I'm me. That's why I am me. So I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode of an update and maybe realize that what is something that I want you guys to realize? I want you to realize that everything online is bullshit. Everything people say about you is bullshit. All that matters is how you view yourself and the people that are in your household that you love view you, unless they're pieces of shit. And your friends, how they view you. Everything else is noise. It's going to go away until the next news comes out. You know what I mean? You got to stand 10 toes down. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Live your authentic self. Even with all this bullshit that I went through in Toronto, now I'm going to Calgary and I'm getting paid to go. I'm still going to do good regardless. And so are you. You're still going to do good regardless. I know our community can be very, very toxic. I know it hurts when people say mean things about you, but let them. They're going to say stuff about you no matter what. You could be a virgin. You could be a Virgin Mary. I said virgin twice. You could be doing the best community service in the world, and they're still going to have some things to say about you. You can have 10 degrees, no degrees. You could be a hardworking person, and they're still going to say stuff about you. And if you can't handle it, live a quiet life and live behind closed doors. But I promise you, they're still going to talk shit about you. So you really should always stand 10 toes down in what 10 toes down in what you believe in. Because when people know that you're really about that life, they're eventually going to leave you alone. But when they know you're kind of like iffy, they want to change your mind and make you feel like shit, because people thrive off of weakness and people play off of the weakness. So don't be a weak bitch, okay? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, I am going to go to Calgary this weekend, and I'm sure I'll have tons and tons of stories for you. I'm going to be live streaming, so please do follow my Kik, kick.com/Joty Kay. And as always, be a badass, be amazing, and thank you for supporting me. And if you're a hater listening to this, thank you for supporting me. All right, love y'all. Bye.